This is yet another puck base. This one is to house an ArduCam Mini, which is a serial camera. And the camera mounts in the top here. The lens sits in this little slot at the bottom. And the circuit board slides down this channel. And there's a cable that comes out the bottom slot here. In front of the lens, we have 3 holes which allow us to put a lens in front of the camera. So I have a lens that slots into these holes, and you can put it in any one of these 4 holes to give us different magnification. The ArduCam has a replaceable lens, but I don't have any lens replacements to adjust the field of view. But this external lens allows me to do that. So it's a puck base, and there's some structure under here to support the print while it's printing, and it just pops out after the print is done. So pretty simple bracket. Now once I'd made it, I realized that I actually wanted to change the angle of the camera. So I made another bracket which mounts on a puck base which has a GoPro mount on top of it. So then I can use the GoPro mount to adjust the angle. So we'll just take a look at that now. This is the GoPro mount for the ArduCam that I mentioned earlier. And you can see that there are 4 holes for the GoPro bolt. So it could be mounted in any one of 4 positions, and they just pivot around the bolt down here. Take a look at that, and you can see the slots. The GoPros have 3 vanes that come up and allow us to clamp on with a bolt. And we have the same 4 holes on the top here, which allow us to mount a lens in front of the camera to give us a narrower field of view, or magnification, whichever way you want to think about it. At the top here we have a cap, also 3D printed, which clamps everything in place. And of course the cable comes out the back slot here, going over to the Arduino. This is what it looks like all put together. You can see the GoPro mount with the pivot in the 3rd position, and you can see the large magnifying glass lens in front of the ArduCam. On the right, you can see the Arduino MKR chassis, which controls the camera. But before we get into the LoRa image transmission, I want to talk a bit about getting the ArduCam working. This is the ArduCam Windows app, which allows control over a lot of functionality of the camera. It works fine out of the box, but in order to get the Arduino controlling the camera and sending images over here, I had to modify the example Arduino code and some of the parameters, such as the particular camera I was using and so on. Here I set the image size to 1280 by 1024 and captured an image. This image of Obi-Wan took maybe 10 seconds to come across USB. After getting this working with basically the example code, I started the much more difficult task of getting that image to transmit over LoRa. That will be the next video.